Good day, folks. In this lesson, we're going to be going over how to create your board manager script. This is going to be sort of a kind of a weird lesson in that I'm going to try to get the actual practical part out of the way, and then I'll discuss a little bit about sort of how the code works, and really kind of point you at a direction of where you can learn more. For now, though, okay, so we're going to start off. Last time we ended up finishing up all of our prefabs. So we can actually just delete that prefab. It doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna, just for my purposes, I'm gonna get rid of that. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and make a new folder. So let's do, did a right click and I said create. And we're gonna say folder. We're gonna call this scripts, okay? In the script folder, we're going to put some scripts. So we're gonna do create and then just C# script. This first one we're gonna call board manager. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to be using just sort of the text editor to sort of manipulate this. We're going to be just pasting some information in. So I'm going to go ahead and just do a right click or a control click. And we're going to say here, reveal in Finder. That's going to open up this C# script where we're going to, and now we're going to manipulate it. So we're going to do another right click. We're going to say open with, and in this case, I think down the road we're going to use Visual Studio Code for now, or another IDE. I'm not sure at this point. For now, we're just going to go to text edit. Okay, so this is going to be the script that we can manipulate and sort of change. What I'm going to do is just for now point you to where it says code to paste. So this is back in Schoology. And then this should take you to a Google Doc that you're just going to go ahead and just do a Control A and a Control C to copy. So basically copy and paste. So copy the entirety of this, go back to our text editor here, and paste this. What we'll do then is just say File, Save. That will then, if we go back here, it's going to say here it's importing it, and that's going to bring in our board manager. Okay, so there's where that script is. So we're going to be making some other scripts, but for now, that's what we should be doing. So at this point, folks, the practical part is done. This is now just, I'm going to discuss a little bit more about the script. So you can tune out if you wish. We're not going to be changing anything about our program. So this is sort of a difficult amount of code to throw at you for the first kind of exposure to C#. Like there's a lot of stuff going on in here. So I'm going to just grab my few of the notes here that I did. And then let me get the actual code up here a second too. All right. So we have a few different things as far as we're basically creating, and everything I'm talking about, if you go to Code Deep Dive, the video that the person who made this tutorial did is very good. But basically what's happening here in the board setup is that we're identifying certain regions of the board. We're then identifying arrays or sort of collections of different tiles or prefabs that we're going to be utilizing, and we're using basically random number generation to populate those regions that we have identified. So if we think of if we go to our complete game, yeah, sure, I'll say that. So if we think of our complete game, and actually, I think I might have stolen some things out of this. This might not compile anymore. Darn it. Yeah, because I stole some of the things out of the completed game folder, so it's not going to load. But anyways, if we think of the map from that completed game, there's sort of a border that is going to be filled with certain tiles. And then there is an interior that's going to be filled with certain tiles. And how do we use logic to populate the regions we want to populate randomly, and which particular tiles are identified in each of them. Again, if you want to do I think a better job than I can at this point in my Unity journey, you can go to the code deep dive, and that's a link to the tutorial that is that has been guiding the creation of my specific ones for our version of Unity, which is what is our asset? Well, it's 2020, so it's the 2020 edition. The tutorial is from about 5 years ago, so it's that's why I'm making these videos, to sort of do that translation. So anyways, check out the code deep dive where the tutorial person walks you through the code, because I think you can get some good things out of it. I'm hoping in the future, when we are working with scripting, we can actually describe it line by line. But at this point, it's a lot of code to go through for sort of an introductory-ish for chapter 2. Okay. Anyways, wish you best of luck, folks. Good stuff.